Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sohile Ali Show, the only podcast coming to you right now, the only podcast you're listening to right now, unless for some reason you're listening to multiple at the same time, in which case I hope my voice overtakes the others. Guys, I'm very excited to be bringing you all another episode of my podcast. This is the Sohile Ali Show, episode 54. Coming at you on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. I appreciate you joining in. I appreciate you tuning in. Yes, you. I'm looking at you right now. You look good, you know. It doesn't matter. You didn't shower today. You look pretty good. But, guys, we're going to talk about all sorts of things today. We're going to be going over, as we always do, trending topics. I'll give you my weekly recap, tell you what I've been up to this past week, and we'll go through some new jokes. You know, I got to do it to you. I got to tell the new jokes. And if you have a chuckle or a laugh or a snort of some kind, you better comment below, let me know, because then I'll actually try it. And then I will plug any upcoming shows that I have. I actually don't think I have any, so that's fun. If you run a show, book your boy. But yeah, I'm very excited to be here with you all. By the time you're listening to this, it is Monday, November 18th, 2024 in Trump's America, baby. No, I'm kidding. Hey, I'm just trying to be the Afghan ambassador. You know what I mean? American born. But like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about all sorts of trending topics, including inside the NBA. There's some good news from inside the NBA. They may or may not be continuing, and they may or may not be on the same network. Inside NBA, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Ernie Johnson, and, of course, Charles Barkley. We'll talk about that. Curt Cignetti, Indiana University football coach Curt Cignetti, has signed a new contract, an extension with the Hoosiers football team. We'll talk about what all that means and what we can look forward to as Hoosier fans, of course. The Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. Did you guys see that? A fight, if you want to call it a fight, we can call it that. But it was certainly something there, the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul bout. I want to talk about that with you all, see what you all think. I want to hear your guys' thoughts as well. That kind of took over the internet on Friday night. NBA updates in general. The NBA off to a hell of a start this season, the 2024-2025 season. And The Onion has purchased Infowars. That's right. We are now officially living in a simulation. It's insane. We're going to talk about all that and more on this episode. So without further ado, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hello, YouTube viewers. I appreciate you. Good to see you. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below. Say, I'm here, I'm ready, whatever you are. You don't have to disclose everything to me. You can say you're here. And please, guys, hit that subscribe button. Why do you hit that subscribe button? It helps the channel. It increases visibility. It keeps me pumping out more content like this for you all. If you hit that subscribe button, you hit that bell icon. You know that bell? It looks like a bell. Not the Liberty Bell. It doesn't have a crack in it. But hit that bell icon. It's even more historic bell if you think about it. The YouTube bell icon. Hit that bell icon to stay updated with all future uploads. You'll get a nice notification when we drop this podcast Mondays at noon on the YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. If you're not, join the family. Join this lovely family we have going on here on the Sohile Ali YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And for our listeners, hello listeners, I appreciate you. That's why I actually put time into the audio file, and hopefully it's not too rough. Let's make sure things are tight for you guys, whether you're driving, getting some work done, blowing the leaves. I hope we got noise-canceling headphones because we're coming to you on the podcast airwaves on Spotify. If you're listening on Spotify, please follow this podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share with a friend. Why not? Share it on your Instagram story. Tag your boy. I'll reshare it. It'll be a great time. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, same thing. Wherever you get your podcasts, I appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much. Now, we are jumping right into it with the first trending topic here, guys. We're going to talk about it right now, which is starting next season, ESPN and ABC are going to have the rights to, oh my God, I can't believe I get to say it, inside the NBA to air next season. You know what that means, guys? That means we are maybe going to get an NBA Finals coverage with Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson, and Kenny the Jet Smith. That's right, guys. Inside the NBA has a chance to live on. This is great. This is great news. I just can't wait to see how much trouble. I just can't wait to see how much trouble Charles Barkley gets in for saying some wild, you know what, on Disney-owned network. ESPN, ABC, you know what I mean? Like, he can go kind of loose and wild on a TNT, you know, I guess you can't really say that much, but sometimes they get one through. But it's gonna be really funny to see like in that environment on a Disney owned ESPN network, ABC network, see Charles Barkley do his thing. It's gonna be great, man. And Shaq egging him on. It's gonna be great. I for one, as a fan of the show, am super excited. I'm sure fans of the show can relate. This is a diehard fan base. The Inside the NBA fan base was an amazing show. Is an amazing show, and it's amazing to see that we're gonna get it for another year, right? So I don't know the details of this. I don't know the details. I don't know if they're gonna be on the same nights. How are they gonna switch off with the NBA Countdown folks, right? 'Cause that's a whole different show, a much more inferior show, if you ask me. Which, if you're watching and listening to this podcast, I would imagine you did ask me, or you would want to hear me. And if you did, I wonder why. No. But that's pretty breaking news, guys. Inside the NBA coming to ESPN and ABC will have the rights, so we'll look forward to that. Really appreciate ESPN and ABC stepping up and saving the day, because Lord knows Warner Brothers, Turner, TNT, they just were not giving the show their fair shake. It was an amazing show, and the reason it's amazing, as we've talked about before on this podcast, is the loose chemistry of it, right? And the chemistry of the on-air talent. Shaq with Charles Barkley, that is, you could watch those moments forever. Those moments have gotten me through some tough times in life. I'll tell you right now. I've been, 40 pounds overweight, eating Chipotle bowls at midnight, watching Charles Barkley and Shaq highlights, just keeping me through. You know what I mean? This is a pretty good show, and it's going to be fun to see on ESPN, ABC, but they better let them do their thing, because trying to fit them into a certain box or trying to make them a certain thing that they're not, that's just not going to work. That's just not going to work. You got to let them do their thing. Let Ernie set it up. Let Kenny come in with some smart jabs. Kenny thinks he's very smart. He likes everyone to know that. And then let Charles Barkley just raw, unfiltered, hit him with the truth, the fact, whatever he wants to hit him with. I think we're going to see Charles Barkley golfing with the president probably soon. I don't think he's ever said too much bad about him. And Charles Barkley likes to golf, so do the math. That's NBA math right there. And then Shaq can just have his moment. What do you say, Chuck? Those are going to be great, man. So I'm very excited to hear that. Very excited for that news, and very excited for the NBA season in general, man. The NBA is in a interesting place. A lot of young stars. The teams have been fun to watch. I think the Cavs. Have you guys seen this? The Cavaliers, my God. The Cleveland Cavaliers are still 14-0, which is crazy. I mean, they play the Hornets today, so basically they're going to be 15-0 if you think about it. But they beat the Celtics. They are on a run, man. They really are. The Celtics, they're 11-3. Where are the Pacers? Pacers 5-7. God damn it, guys, come on. I know Johnson got hurt, but I'm telling you, Jackson rather. I'm telling you, the Thunder are 11-2 in the West. That's interesting. It's what week is it? It's kind of that point in the season where you can kind of look at the records. If they played 15 games, for example, you can kind of look at the records, and if you were to multiply, you can kind of see what things will end up like. I'm not gonna toot my own horn here too much, but last year in October, last October, even before this time last year, I said that the Mavericks, I predicted that the Mavericks were going to be the Western Conference champions, which they were. And I think that was kind of just based on how they were playing that early on in the season. So by all accounts, right now, the top teams in the West are the Thunder, the Warriors, the Rockets. The Rockets are third in the West. The Ime Udoka-led Rockets, the Ime fumble all the bags in your entire life led Rockets, 9-4. Lakers are 9-4. Suns are also 9-4. The Nuggets are 7-4. Nuggets haven't played as many games. De'Aaron Fox and the Kings are 8-6. The Grizzlies 7-6. So Timberwolves 7-6. Yeah, see the Timberwolves. That Anthony Edwards, that he's of course amazing, but the Karl Anthony Towns trade to then bring over Julius Randle to the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's an interesting one because Julius Randle, he's got so many injuries, man. He's got so many injuries. And now he's with the Timberwolves. That means Cat is on the Knicks. So let's go to the Eastern Conference. The Knicks are fourth at 6-6. As a Pacers fan, I hope for their demise. But the Knicks, I mean, you got to respect them. That's a good organization. That's a good team, right? The Knicks. But right now in the East, it's all Cavs, baby. It is Cavs time right there. It is Cleveland. This is for you. Enjoy it. 14-0. That's insane. But so by all accounts, we have the Cavs, the Celtics, the Magic, the Knicks, the Hawks, the Heat, the Pistons, the Hornets, and then, of course, us Pacers, and then, the rest of these. Oh, my God, dude, the 76ers. Jeez, man. The 76ers are 2-10? Bro, it's over, man. It's over. I was talking to my cousin about Yosef. Shout out to Yosef. And he was like, dude, this is not going to work. I mean, clearly he was right. This is insane. Because I thought Paul George coming over. Paul George, I feel like Paul George always had that winning mentality. He always wanted to. He got the Pacers pretty far. Really wasn't able to do much with the Clippers, and now he's with the 76ers, and Embiid doesn't play. So it's difficult. He's getting older. It's difficult. But I will say, if I had to predict right now, I want to put it on wax. Let's predict it right now. Today is actually, by the time I'm recording this, Sunday, November 17th, 2024. Sunday, November 17th, 2024. Here's my finals prediction. Are you ready for this? NBA Finals prediction. I predict it's going to be Celtics in the finals. I know that's not breaking new ground. Out of the East is going to be the Celtics. But out of the West, I'm going to say it right now. Out of the Western Conference, I think the Warriors can do it. I think Steph is still in there, man. I think he is going for it. I think he is tired of being, always dismissed, overlooked, some may say. But I think the Warriors, they have some young pieces there. They have a young squad. Trace Jackson Davis. Are you kidding me, man? IU Hoosier legend, Trace Jackson Davis. On that team, the 10-2 Warriors right now. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Celtics, Warriors in the finals. And between those two teams, probably the Celtics again. Probably go back-to-back, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're only like 26. They're freaking damn near around my age, and I can't even, get out of bed without tearing my ACL. But that is my current prediction on wax. Let's just lock that in right now in November. Celtics, Warriors, Celtics back-to-back. Why not? Okay, so that's kind of the NBA touching there. We gotta get into this stuff, man. We're gonna get into some more stuff. So more on the world of sports here. This is kind of actually it's all sports really, besides Infowars, unless you consider Infowars a sport of outrage. Outrage is a sport. So Indiana University locks in head coach Curt Cignetti on a new 8-year, $8 million per year contract. That's right. They're going to keep Curt Cignetti. They signed Curt Cignetti, IU head football coach, 10-0 IU head football coach. First time IU's had 10 wins ever in a season under head coach Curt Cignetti. They've signed him to a 8-year extension and an $8 million per year contract. So congratulations to Indiana University. Congratulations to Coach Cignetti, Scott Dolson, and congratulations to the IU Athletics ticket office for getting my money, because I did pay for my season tickets next year. That's right, I did. I got them, and guess what? They went up $100. That's what you get when you win 10-0, right? They put the 10 and the O, and they said, yeah, let's just add that much, $100 right there, 100 added to the total. But honestly, man, I would have paid even more because we're here for a good time, man. Coach Cignetti is here. He is leading the Hoosiers. It's a fun time. It is finally fun to be an IU football fan, for God's sakes. You actually want to go to the games. You actually want to watch them on TV. Never in my life have I experienced that. I swear, I never have. And now as a proud alum, a current staff member, because I like jobs that are fulfilling and let me, not be stressed too much. It is really fun to see and do. So, hey, IU Hoosier fans, I will see you there at Memorial Stadium all next year, the Purdue game on the 30th, but all next year for the 2025 IU football season. I got the tickets, man. They're locked in. And you know what? I'm going to take a look at some of the away games, see some maybe a Big Ten away game. That'd be kind of fun to go to. We have Ohio State this Saturday. We can't wait for that. Big noon kickoff is going there. College game day is going there. It's a goddamn noon kickoff. I mean, big noon, I guess. That's why they call it that. Breaking new ground. But they're going to be there. It's going to be a hell of a game, and I can't wait to see it. I've got IU. Here's my final score prediction for the IU-Ohio State football game that is going to be happening this Saturday, November 23rd. So here's my prediction. The Indiana Hoosiers are going to beat the Ohio State Buckeyes at Columbus. They're going to beat them. They are going to beat them, let's say, I'm going to say 35 to 30. 35 to 30. That's the prediction. And we'll see. 35 to 30. Lock it in, guys. Lock it in. And by lock it in, I mean, for God's sakes, don't bet on this because, track record. No, hey, I could call the Mavericks thing. The one thing I called correct. But yeah, very excited for the IU Hoosiers. And you know what? IU fans, enjoy it. You know what I mean? When we were like 4-0, 5-0, we were just like, hey guys, let's just enjoy this. Let's just enjoy, having an O in the lost column for a little bit, right? I mean, we just aren't used to that. We aren't used to that. And they kept saying, guys, just enjoy it because, you never know. And then we went 6-0, and then 7-0, and then 8-0, and then 9-0. And people said, wait a minute, guys. I'm not trying to wake up here. So that's kind of the whole thing with IU football. IU football, are you a fan? Are you an alum? Are you a fellow appreciator? Please comment below. Let me know. I want to talk about it. I do. Clearly, I want to talk about it with somebody who will listen because Caroline's sick of me. I love you, Caroline. Let's talk about this one. So Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul in a boxing match Friday night. If you want to call it that, by that I mean a fight. A fight, if you want to call it that. That's right. Jake Paul fought senior citizen, near retiree age Mike Tyson in a match that Netflix will soon be calling what funded the first quarter of 2025. Netflix's servers were struggling so bad. Netflix's servers were in worse shape than Mike Tyson for this fight. I'll tell you that right now. These servers could not handle 6 million households, let alone 60 million. I think 60 million people tuned into this fight, which honestly, hats off to Netflix, to Jake Paul, to Mike Tyson, and the promoters for fooling everyone into tuning into this dog bleep monetization. I don't even have monetization. Congrats to Netflix, the promoters, Jake Paul, and Mike Tyson for absolutely gypping every one of those 60 million people who tuned in to this nothing of a bout. And you know what? What did we really expect? You know what I mean? I remember when this was announced and we were talking about it, we were like, holy shit, dude, Mike Tyson's going to rip Jake Paul's head off. Dude, it's going to be insane. Let him go. And then Mike Tyson had health issues. Earlier this year, they had to delay the fight. They had to delay it a few months. The guy had heart problems. He had like damn near mini stroke or something. But this guy, Jake Paul, honest to God, you gotta give respect where it's due. And by respect, I mean seeing opportunities by being the biggest opportunist on the planet for one night. And he totally did that. And I mean, 60 million people tuned in on Netflix. What gets 60 million people doing anything anymore? You know what I mean? Super Bowl viewers 2024. How many people watched the Super Bowl this year? Okay, 123 million. Okay, that's a Super Bowl. That's, a third of the country. You get all sorts of households, but that's half a Super Bowl. That's half a Super Bowl watched this goddamn thing that was more fixed than my spine 2 years ago. I went to the chiropractor a lot. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, man. Did you guys see this fight? This fight was infuriating, honestly, because you just kept waiting for something to happen. Mike Tyson is being all defensive, just taking hit, and you're going, God damn it, he's getting points on him. Jake's getting points on him. It was every day, bro. It was every hit, bro. Every hit, bro, counts. And it's like, I was like, dude, this is like watching like a they're just putting him out there, Mike Tyson. They're just putting him out there. Of course, he's did it himself, but he's getting the bag. And he's got quite a rear. By the way, did you guys see that clip of Mike Tyson? I'm not going to share it because it's pretty not safe for work. But let's just say Mike Tyson was definitely hitting the squat rack. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't know if he was sparring as much. But I didn't bet anything. Thank God. I shouldn't. But if I had bet, I would have bet on Mike Tyson. So, take that with what you will. But, yeah, they did the respect thing and, honored him. But honestly, when they locked heads and they said, match is over, ding, 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 and they were like head and head, everyone's like, oh, that's so cool. Look at the respect. I'm like, nah, dude, they're going, hey, man, we just fucking robbed this place, man. Let's get out of here. To the bank. And there they go. And Mike Tyson has inspired me to go harder on leg day. So that's the Tyson-Jake Paul fight. Did you guys see this fight? Did you see it? Let me know what you thought. Comment below. Let me know what you thought of that one. And we'll certainly talk about it. Now, the final story here, the final trending topic of the week is The Onion, the satirical news site. The Onion says it has bought Infowars. Alex Jones's Infowars. Former talk show host Alex Jones, current man in debt so bad that he has to sell everything he ever owned, including a website, to a website that clowned the hell out of him. Alex Jones, his Infowars has now been sold to The Onion. I mean, great. You know what I mean? I just hope hopefully it benefits The Onion. Hopefully they can sell it for parts. Hopefully they can capitalize on that and just keep doing what they do, which is writing funny ass headlines. Love seeing Onion posts every once in a while. That's a great thing. And what I love more is less Infowars type sites out there. So that'd be cool. You type Infowars.com and you actually go to The Onion. They should do like some kind of custom link though, right? Infowars.com should go to like a fake page that's just like, Onion satirized level, to the max, where it's like, Alex Jones running for president, and then everyone gets excited. Yeah, let's fucking go, because it's his fans. But yeah, I saw this story and I was like, just basically just confirms we live in a simulation. What the hell is anything anymore? We have, absolutely mad people in the White House. Are you really surprised by anything anymore? Is kind of, I guess, the point here, right? Where it's like, I've just become so dull, so like insensitive, or so, just not reactive to what's going on, because it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Every day there's a story where you're just like, yeah, shit, shocking, but damn. You know what I mean? Shocking, but damn. I think that's what a lot of people I'm going to coin that one. Shocking, but damn. So it is real. Okay, those are the trending topics. Let's talk a little bit about what I got up to last week. I had a great weekend. This past weekend hosting at the Comedy Attic for Jay Jordan. 4 shows, Friday and Saturday. We had an amazing time. Jay Jordan is a fucking killer, I'll tell you right now. You got to follow him now. He's in New York. If you're in New York, you got to see him. Jay Jordan on Instagram, everywhere. But amazing comedian, just a master class for me to watch. Somebody a little over 2 years in of going, serious on this whole thing. To see a guy like him who's been doing it, probably at least 8 or 9 years at this point, just boom, boom, boom with the jokes, the punchlines. It does not stop for like an hour and 5 minutes. He is on it, and it's a hell of a show, and it's super inspiring. And I watched every set. I watched every show. And sat in the back and I watched and I said, God damn, he was so good he made me want to quit. That's how good he was with Jay Jordan, man. You got to check him out. Jay Jordan. And earlier in the week, I got to host at the Thursday night at the Comedy Attic. We did that show. That was awesome as well. Caleb Sinan, very funny comedian. I really liked his stuff a lot. Be sure to check his stuff out as well. Earlier in the week, I got to be an extra in a movie being shot here in Bloomington. That was pretty cool. Angelo Pizzo is making, or maybe he's probably finished another movie here in Bloomington that he wrote and directed called Somebody Saved Me. And I'm going to be an extra in that. I was an extra in that, and you can probably see me in my shoulder in some of the scenes in the movie, particularly at the IU Auditorium. So when that movie comes out, I'll be sure to plug it and say, hey, be sure to tag my IMDb, because I want to be in that credit-wise. But I that was a fun time for sure. Movie making, I always have the utmost respect for filmmakers, film students, all these kids in media, because it ain't easy, and you need patience. You need a lot of patience. You need creativity. You need problem solving, and I loved seeing that on set. You know, it's just constant problem solving against the clock, right? Sun sets at 5:45. You got to get everything you need in before then, and they certainly did that. So that was really fun to see. So shout out to them and that production. Thank you for having me. Somebody Saved Me, coming soon. Shot here in wonderful Bloomington, Indiana. Why not? All right, guys. This next segment I call WTD Joke or New Jokes. Basically, WTD Joke is what I write in my phone in the Notes app every time I come up with a new joke or something that strikes me, and I have to write it down. For maybe other comedians listening or watching, or people who do anything creative, writers. When you have an idea, you got to write it down. So that's what WTD stands for. Write that down. Joke. And these are some ones that I wrote down. So let's talk about these. Okay, not that one. Okay, this was something that actually happened last night, actually, at the last show. So I would say something like, doing comedy is really fun because it really inspires people. We'll do this one first. It really inspires people, Sometimes it inspires people. Like, I was doing a show a few weeks ago, and somebody came up to me afterwards and said, hey, I saw you were on the show. I've always wanted to try stand-up, And I was like, oh, that's awesome, man. Thanks for saying that. I'm glad I inspired you. And he was like, yeah, no, for sure. I figured if they let you do it, how hard could it be? No, that didn't actually happen. What happened last night was an interaction that went after the show. A girl came up to me and said, hey, were you the host of the show? And I said, yeah, I was. And she was like, okay, great. So do you know where the bathroom is? And that's how it keeps you humble, baby. It keeps you humble. So these are kind of some, not like breaking the fourth wall, but I think it would be cool to have a couple in there of like doing comedy jokes, things that have happened to me while doing this crazy thing we do. So let's see here. There's this thing I just wrote down where it's like, okay, if Trump goes back to Afghanistan, if Trump in the U.S., but under Trump they figure out Afghanistan and everything going on there, which I hope they do. I think that would be amazing, obviously, but I think we can incentivize Trump to do it if we just reminded him that he can put as many buildings as he wants. The more gold, the better. Afghans love gold. We're vain. The more gold, the better. They can put the biggest Trump building signs in Afghanistan as they want, as long as they go there and they fix whatever the hell's going on. And I think it would just be cool, like when we see the Trump School of Women's Studies at Kabul University, then we're gonna know, okay, you know what? Maybe he did want to help women after all. You know what I mean? It's not even a joke. It's just kind of like a concept. What the hell is it? Gun violence is bad now. There was a shooting. There's a lot of shootings every day. I was trying to find information about a shooting where 4 people got killed a few days ago. I tried to find out information about it. I looked up Wichita shooting, and all I got was the Kansas basketball team's field goal percentage. I'm sorry. I completely botched that. We got to give you one joke here, guys. We got to give one joke. Okay, how about this? I've been enjoying some light reading. Mostly Dostoevsky, and maybe you've heard of it. It's pretty chill stuff, I just listen to the audiobooks though, which is great. It's like the world's saddest podcast. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap up the episode before this thing cuts off, but I really appreciate you all for watching, listening, viewing, subscribing. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week with another episode, but please leave a comment below, like, subscribe, let me know what you thought, and I hope to see you at a show. I hope to see you down the road. Hope you have a great start to your week. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it. So thank you. And I will talk to you all. I will see you all. You will see me next time. Goodbye. Real quick before you click away, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment below, and subscribe for all future videos. Hit that bell icon to be notified for all uploads. Have a good one.